In today's video, I'm taking you up to the far northwest of Scotland, near the town of Wick in Caithness. This is Castle Sinclair Girnigoe, an absolutely fantastic abandoned castle perched on a cliff top, but it holds a dark and mysterious history. My name is Sean and welcome to Scotland. We have arrived in the very far north, almost as far north as you can go, just outside a town called Wick. We have come down to the coast because we're going to visit a castle, a ruined castle that looked pretty amazing on Instagram, called Castle Sinclair. And it's just down a wee path here. We've parked up. We're going to come down and see if we can get a better look at it, see what it looks like in person. But on the pictures there, on the map, on the notice board, it looked like it was once enormous. So yeah, first exploration today outside the car. It's been about an hour and a half drive so far. Beautiful, beautiful day. We've got a breeze, but it is gorgeous. This is Castle Sinclair Girnigoe. I don't know if I'm saying that right, probably not. It says up here, Castle Sinclair Girnigoe. Castle Sinclair Girnigoe. It looks pretty spectacular from up here. It's perched up on this kind of high island rock thing, which is pretty impressive. And I think this is just going to be such a great opportunity to take some photos and video down here. Signs here saying lots of information, and this one here actually gives you a good picture of how this castle evolved through the ages. But at its peak it was an absolutely enormous place, but as so many of these things go, family feuds, the Sinclair family and like all the other warring clans and stuff up here, they ended up getting dismantled, and this one got dismantled in 1680 and has never ever been repaired since. And apparently Castle Sinclair is the only castle in Scotland to be listed by the World Monument Fund on their watch list of castles that are in severe danger because of where it's perched, obviously. It looks like there's a lot of people funding to try and get it restored a little bit, but it is in a precarious position because of how it is situated on the shore. And it looks like it's still owned by the Clan Sinclair Trust, which is fascinating. And I'm going to have a wee look inside because it just looks too good not to. As I found out, this is actually two castles built in different centuries. Castle Sinclair and Castle Girnigoe. I still can't pronounce that properly. It can be found just a few miles outside the town of Wick. You can actually see from up here, there's a lot of coastal paths you can actually go down and walk around the cliffs. It would be a wee bit dangerous to do it, but also pretty interesting. It says up there, opened by, or this stone was opened or given by Prince Charles, who's a patron of Clan Sinclair Trust. So there you go. This is the entrance. How awesome. This is just a totally open castle. There's no like entrance fee or nothing like that. This is amazing. This is incredible. It's like a maze in here. Wow guys, I am impressed. I mean, there's only a small part of the castle that you're actually allowed to walk around because the rest is pretty dangerous, to be honest. They've closed off the main tower, which is literally perched on top of an island cliff. But this place, wow, it's like a maze. You can just really feel the history. Look at these walls. You can actually see down here as well, a little narrow window out into the ocean, and a hole down there which was probably a loo.
The castle's history is short but brutal and involved proper clan feuds. One of the most grisly stories concerns the 4th Earl of Caithness. When his son John, the Master of Caithness, refused to murder prisoners from a rival clan as he'd been instructed to, the father imprisoned his son at Castle Sinclair for 7 years. When John killed his own brother who'd come to his cell to taunt him, the Earl ordered his son be fed nothing but salt beef and denied water until he died of a maddening thirst.
I think I've said this before, but I prefer castles like this that are in ruins, that you can explore. You really get a feeling of the history and really get to enjoy it more, I think, than like properly done up castles like Edinburgh Castle. This is really authentic, and I just think it's so awesome to be able to come here and see this on such an amazingly beautiful day. Wow.